Alright. So there's a lot of awkward moments that goes on in the world. For example, you and your best friend are sitting side to side and your legs touch and both of your leg hairs kind of get intertwined and you secretly like it. No, or either that or you're at the orthodontist and you see another cute girl there and well, not another cute girl because you're a guy, but you see a cute girl there and you guys kind of have that awkward moment where you both just like stare each other down, like kind of like the sexual tension that you get with her, like you're just like, no, but in all seriousness, with all seriousness, there's a lot of awkward moments that go around in the world like every single day. Like seeing your teacher at the grocery store, that's just awkward. Like it's just there's situations that you just cannot avoid. Like when you're at a funeral and or when you're at church and your phone goes off, that's pretty awkward. Like and then the pastor kind of stops teaching. He's just like, really, Jalen? Again, your phone goes off in the middle of me preaching about you obeying God's word? You shouldn't even have a phone. You're only 15 years old. Or maybe the situation is you're at your cousin's funeral and then when you go up to see his dead body, you kind of just get a boner out of nowhere. Whatever your situation may be, it's just always nice to, I guess, talk through that awkward situation. For example, when I was in 5th grade, I saw my teacher, like worst teacher in the world at a Whole Foods, and we kind of just stared at each other. We stared at each other, and then she was just like, "That's just awkward. I'm in the middle of talking to you guys, and my phone rings." But she was just like staring at me. She was staring at my mom. Did you know that Jalen did not finish his MCA, which is a Minnesota Comprehension Assessment? I did finish that MCA, but she didn't like me, so she wanted to lie on me so I could get a butt whipping in the middle of the grocery store. So then my mom was like, he did not know, Well, she didn't really do that, but she kind of did something similar to that, which kind of scared me, because she was just like, oh, he didn't do what now? And she was like, yeah, he didn't finish his MCA, and I was like, no, ma'am, I'm pretty sure that I finished no, he didn't finish his MCA, and I guess I didn't finish my MCA that day, and that was just kind of like the end of it. I went home, got my butt whooped, and went back to school the next day, hung out with my friends, got in trouble for multiple stuff that I didn't do, like, someone stole all the snacks that day that we were supposed to have at lunch. Someone stole them, and I guess that ended up being me and my friends who stole them, which we didn't really have anything to do with stealing some snacks at home or at school. I love snacks. I think everybody should have an opportunity to eat snacks because snacks are just like really good for you. It shows what type of person you are inside your brain. It shows just the type of person that you want to be when you grow up. It's like the snacks that they help you grow up. It's the thing that just separates a man from a child is snacks in 5th grade and nap time, because I went to a Montessori school and we got to do anything that we wanted. But whatever the awkward moment might be, it's just you kind of just have to evaluate the situation first. To step back, be like, is this really worth getting in trouble for, or not getting in trouble for? Is this really worth for like losing cool points for or something? Like, okay, well, that's like my best friend at school, but outside of school we don't really talk much, so should I talk to that person right now? However, another example that I have inside my brain right now, which I'm about to tell you guys right now, is this time that I went to so apparently this app that I'm using to create this video, Share Factory, is not going to allow me to record the rest of this video for some reason in terms of audio wise, but I'm going to continue with the commentary anyways. So anyway, back to the story that I was going to talk to you about before I was rudely interrupted by a text message. It goes like this. So in 5th grade I was dating this girl, her name was Cheyenne, and like we hit it off pretty well, but there is only one catch, like we weren't allowed to date, neither of us were allowed to date. And that was all cool and all, we accepted the fact that we weren't allowed to date and it's going to be an in-school relationship. So one day I get out of class early, she doesn't even, alright, so I get out of class early, my mom comes to pick me up to take me to orthodontist. This was when I just got my braces in 5th grade. Now, she doesn't even have braces, but 5 minutes into us sitting there, just waiting for our name to be called, we just hear the door open. I swing, because I just like any girl that walks into orthodontist is really pretty to me. I don't know why, but that's just the way that my life is. So, you know, I hear that door swing open. I turn around. I'm like, dang, yo, what is this? So it was like the girl that I was dating at the time. Her name was Cheyenne, I believe. So she walks in, and then her mom was like right beside her, I guess you could say. Her mom was right beside her. If I said wife, I'm so sorry. But her mom was right beside her, and I guess they wanted to sit directly in front of us for some reason. I knew that she didn't know about me because I'm Jalen and I know all of this stuff. However, she was just like, she sat down, and then like 2 minutes later, I was like, oh my god, Nicole, I'm so happy to see you. And I go like, huh? What? I was like I was genuinely confused. Like, it's like, my parent knows your parent. And then like, her mom goes, Cheyenne's mom, Nicole, goes, oh my gosh, Natisha, I can't believe that you're here, what's up? And then my mom goes like, oh, nothing much, just, you know, taking Jalen for, you know, orthodontist, and then we have a doctor appointment right after that. And then Nicole's like, oh, same, mom, what medical place are you going to? And my mom goes like, Park Nicollet, and then of course she has to go to Park Nicollet right after me, right? And then my mom goes, oh yeah, that's great, you know, that's great. I guess we're gonna see each other again, huh? And then he goes like, yeah. So time passed, I go get my braces tightened. I wasn't too happy, but I was just sitting there like, are there like little dentist hands going into my mouth? But time passes. We're at Park Nicollet just waiting. I was in there reading a newspaper. I don't even read newspapers. I was just reading a newspaper that day because, you know, I was about to die. I thought I was gonna die. I used to have like this huge thing for like over exaggerating things like this, but it was very serious to me. So what ended up happening? She met us at Park Nicollet, and then they sit down in front of us again, and then they're like, oh, so this must be your son, Jalen. And then I was like, yeah, this is my son. Wait. They're like, hello, I'm Jalen. And she goes like, wow, you seem, from what I've been hearing, you're a really great child. And then my mom goes, oh, and this must be your daughter, Cheyenne. And then she goes like, yeah, this is my daughter, Cheyenne. Like, that's it, right? But she goes like, yeah, this is my daughter, Cheyenne. And then she goes like, hi, I'm Cheyenne to me, and I'm like, we met before. And then her mom goes like, I was like, oh, you guys met before? Where? And then I was like, school. We met at school. And they were like, oh, cool, you guys go to the same school? How are you gonna be friends with someone that you didn't even know goes to the same school with their daughter? That doesn't make sense. But, you know, whatever that case was, it just happened like that. And I don't even remember. It was just like one of the most awkward moments of my life. And I guess like the bottom line of the story is these awkward moments don't have to happen to you. Take notes, kids. So anyways, now that I'm done with the story of the day, just like a few updates or what's happening on my channel or whatever. I'm coming up with the Shit Vital Says video because I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for that. I don't know why you guys want to know what, you guys already know what I say. It's going to consist of me saying, wow, these kids are annoying. Wow, dude, these kids are noobs. He's too fucking me right now. Fist me, daddy. Just stuff like that. Just the usual. Probably a little bit more. I'd probably do that for 300 though, or maybe 500, because that's kind of a big deal. It's an idea that I didn't really think of until like a while ago, and you know, it's actually a pretty, not really amazing idea either, but it's amazing enough for me to, I guess, make a video on it. Oh, and if you make it into my lobby and you have STG or something, or Obsidian Steed, or AS1 Royalty, or Speakeasy, do not drop it. Like, if you're gonna use it, do not get killed by me in the game, or I'll walk over your body, teabag you first, and then pick up the gun that you're using, because I'm just that type of person. Like, I'm just a mean person like that. I don't know why it's like that, but it just is. So don't do that, because Alex recently got a STG Royalty. He was using it in the game, and I was like behind him. I was stalking his every move, and he was like 10 feet in front of me when a guy walked out of a door and then started shooting at Alex. So naturally I tried to save my teammates, but not in that case. I just let him die, and I picked up his gun, and I went on a kill streak on with it. So, you know, just make sure that you don't drop any guns in front of me. And that's all I gotta say for this video. Peace out.